Hello, everyone. Hi, tag friends. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I don't know. Okay, let me start again. Oh, there. Okay, I'm making a big mess of here. It's so weird without Vanessa opening up this monthly soul powered activation. Her laptop crashed, so hopefully she's joining. How do I get her? Oh, who's who's with me? Oh my God! All right, yay! I have someone with me. I'm hoping that's Vanessa. I can't see who it is. So anyway, welcome everyone to the Soul Powered Activation series. Activate your vision and light up your fire. Thanks, Vanessa, for your invitation to do this monthly soul powered activations here at Step into the Spotlight. I so appreciate all that you do so that I birth my soul vision, and I really, really appreciate that. Welcome, everyone who's joining. Hello, hello, hello. And so, at the last soul powered activation, Vanessa mentioned that you can spend tens of thousands of dollars on business strategies and mindset, but if you are not right with yourself, if you are not sourced from soul power, oh, I just realized I don't have my. I hope you can hear me. And maybe I should. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep going. I can't tell who's on, and I'm not seeing comments, so bear with me. But anyway, as I was saying, if you're not sourced from within yourself, if you're not sourced from your soul power, it will look a lot like hard work, struggle, chaos, look like absence or lack or disconnection from peace, from love, from freedom, from joy, which is your true nature. So some coaches, leaders, change makers, they never fully launch their business or fully follow their path because of fear, lack, worry, doubt, insecurity, right? And that is the old world. I believe that you and I have work to do. And I don't know about you, but definitely for me, the calling is so great and so undeniable. It has a life of its own. When I try to play small, kind of like when Vanessa messaged me to say that I'm doing this live presentation right here on Facebook all by myself, I was like, okay, okay, I say yes to my yes because when I try to hide the cosmic 2 by 4 the cosmic baseball bat, right? It comes at me. So I always say yes now. So even when I pride myself as a quick learner, man, I had no idea that I was so resistant to change, that I was so asleep and walking around half dead. And at some point, those cosmic 2 by 4s those cosmic triggers, they get so old so fast. And I'm like, wait, enough, 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 enough. I'm up. I'm awake. I'm awake. So, anyway, I recently had a conversation with a brand new coach. She's a leader in pharmaceutical industry. Hey, Vanessa, yay! So she's a leader in a pharmaceutical industry, and she contacted me because she saw my posts, right? And she had a question. Yes, thank you. I feel better now that you're here watching. Anyway, she saw the potential of stepping into soul power and the potential of impacting people's lives and changing the whole industry, and not just the industry of pharmaceuticals, but the whole health industry. Except, and why she consulted with me, she has no energy. She's afraid that Now she has no energy. What more if she fully steps up? So she's afraid that she will absorb the negativity of her clients, of the industry, of the world, right? And so on and so forth. And so, as empaths, tell me if it resonates with you that there's a danger in being too empathetic or too much of an empath. That, and the danger is not because you're an empath. It's when you're not standing in your soul power. And what that looks like is when you're not standing in your soul power, you're like a sponge, right? With many holes, leaking your power, leaking your energy, and then you're absorbing other people's burden or weight that you're not meant to carry. Okay, so that's what's happening when you're not standing in your own soul power. So the inspiration behind this soul powered activation is her from that conversation. If you're experiencing the same problem again and again, and it's draining your energy, it could be many things, but it could be lack of awareness of the power of your words. It could be your focus is where on the negative rather than on what you want to create. You know, you're focused on what's going wrong rather than what you're trying to achieve and birth into the world. Or maybe you're not even aware of where you're functioning from. Are you functioning from fear, lack, separation, or are you functioning from wholeness, from possibilities, from potentialities? So that's the world of fear we are living behind. We as soul powered leaders and change makers, we are the pioneers of this new world, right? Thank you. And so when things don't go our way, it's so easy to get derailed and hop onto a train of negativity. And this negative thinking pattern, language pattern, negative behavioral pattern, we start obsessing about the problem rather than being the solution, right? Because it's not our fault. It's the conditioning. It's the conditioning. We were made to be this fear-powered being when in fact our nature is soul-powered. That is our nature. That is our birthright. So maybe we're not even aware that we're doing this, or maybe we are aware that we keep repeating the problems and repeating the patterns, but then we find it hard to disrupt the old way of being and take back power from fear, lack, scarcity, judgment, blame, shame, what have you. So the act of breaking out of that pattern of the old way of being is really extremely challenging and requires a massive, massive action. And massive action doesn't mean busy work. It doesn't mean doing a million things. It means exactly what I said. It's interrupting the old disempowering pattern and finding that courage from deep within inside of us to really step up and align and bring forth our soul vision, right? And so that's what we're doing today, is to activate that soul vision. Take a breath. I need a breath. And really activate that vision. That is the reason why we came here. And when it's not happening, it's usually because we're being redirected. We are the problems are a redirection to get us out of stagnation or eject us from comfort zone into a space of where we can really find our true strength. So our journey as coaches and change makers and soul powered leaders is to really opt out of the old world of disempowerment into soul power. At least that really is my conviction. And so Vanessa asked the group sometime last week, or this week I think, what is your wildest dream for your coaching business? And if you caught that, and if you haven't, please look it up. in her post, you can really feel the energy of her soul vision. You can really feel it. And it's something where she said her vision is to be the light for us coaches and change makers, so that we can find our light, something like that. Hi, thank you, Sheila. Welcome. And so make sure you check her post, her comments, because it really paints a picture of what her soul vision is. And that's what we're doing today, is activate the soul vision and light up your fire. And I will share with you my soul vision, which I shared as a comment in her post, and the two processes that helped me clarify that. And I, from the 7 years of being a coach, I really believe that these two processes really helped me to stay on the train towards my vision and not get whipped around and fall off the train or fall off the wagon. And that's why I'm still here. So the two processes is, one of them is what I call the 7 layers of why, and the other is the manifesto. I wrote my manifesto in 2013, and I'll share that. Hopefully I have time to share that with you. It's pretty long. And I don't know how to share it here. I'll have to go into, I'll have to share it as a comment later, my manifesto. But the 7 layers of why, which probably some of you already do with your own clients, those are the two things that help me clarify my soul vision and really solidify what I want to create out of my life, especially in my empty nesting stage. And so I was teaching a course. It was called Unlocking the Heart of Money. And I was preparing for the course. And of course, course. Of course, I had to do the exercise myself. And as I was doing the exercise, the 7 layers of why, I had such a huge breakthrough. And you can follow along with me. And the question that I asked myself was, what is your goal for your business? And as a money coach back then, a lot of people would come to me for their money. So I'm like, okay, fine, let's play. Let's just say I want to make $10,000 a month. Okay, you want to make $10,000 a month. Why? For what purpose? First layer, right? Why? For what purpose? So I can help more people, reach more people, create more programs, maybe even give them away for free. Second layer. Okay, why is that important? So I can live my purpose, right? So I can fulfill my purpose. And why is that important? So I can live a fulfilling and happy life. And why is that important? So I can finally die. And I'm like, oh my God, really? We're not done with that thought of dying yet? It's like, really? I thought we were past this. I thought we've cleared this. I thought we've healed this. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So ever since, I think in the last few SoulPowered Activation here, I shared my story of Dark Night of the Soul. And also that's a pattern that I had since I was a child, that I kept praying to God. Every time there was something wrong happening in my life, I would pray to God to please just take me back. He made a mistake of sending me here, that he shouldn't have sent me here. So I grew up in a chaotic family environment, also very protective, was very suppressed, repressed, not allowed to do a whole lot of things. So that part didn't bother me. I could entertain myself by myself. But when I got punished, when it got too chaotic, that's when I would cry myself to sleep and ask and pray to God to just please take me back. I just want to go back to heaven. I just want to go back to God. And so that's a background story. So go back to the exercise. I stayed with the exercise, even knowing like, oh my God, are we still in that dying business? So okay, let's pretend you die. So what now? What is so important about dying? And then I responded, so I can go home to heaven. And why is that important? So I can be with my Creator. And why is that important? So I can be with God. And I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't you teaching this course, this Unlocking the Heart of Money? And you often write about it, that God, you can call it universe, you can call it, whatever resonates with you. But for me, it was God, right? So I'm writing about this, I'm blogging about this divine, right? You are the divine, and divine is in you, and God is inside of you. Why do you have to die? If God is already inside of you, then why do you have to die? I was asking myself this, I was processing, and boom, light bulb moment. I don't have to die. God is here right now. And I was like, okay, God, since you have no plans taking me back, I'm going to create my own heaven on earth. I'm going to be having fun, right? Are you cool with that? So that was the beginning of heaven on earth. And I had no idea that that desire to create my heaven on earth is also now manifesting in my big vision in life, to see a different world, a world away from fear and judgment and shame, blame, worry, doubt, scarcity, and all that, into creating a real heaven for us, which is our birthright. All right, so try that. Try that. Your response will be, of course, unique to you. I just wanted to share my process, how I got clear, got clarified on what my soul vision is. So that's the background of heaven on earth. Okay, and so try that 7 layers. And when you really activate this soul of your vision, there's an invincibility that is generated. It's like you're unfuckable with. Sorry. I do swear. So it's like your power becomes solid power. You're connected with your truth that no one else, no outside force can tamper with, when you really activate your soul vision. And truth is truth. No one can take it away from you. No one can diminish it. And no one can ever make you feel like you're less than. So there's that invincibility that happens when you get clear. So again, truth is truth. Truth is your light. Truth is your soul. Truth is your fire. Beliefs, on the other hand, they're made up. We make it up as we go along. Whatever serves us to, they're made up. Beliefs are just made up. Right? So the 7 layers of why are really powerful in transcending fear-based pattern, transcending the fear-based world into fully standing into your soul-powered way of being. And I mentioned many times the cosmic 2x4s. If you can remember those cosmic 2x4s, the problems are meant to reveal the solution, reveal the possibilities and your infinite potentialities. And it's like what Michael Beckwith often says, pain pushes until vision pulls. And when you tap into and tune into your soul vision, it has an energy and mind and life of its own, and it pulls you forward, it propels you forward. It has, all you're doing is birthing it into life. It's really beautiful. And so the second tool that I want to share with you is the Manifesto. And I'm just going to share with you the link to it. It's on my website. I'll share it on the comments below. And let me see if I can pull it up and just read a little bit to you. I lost it. I thought I had it up. Anyway, the Manifesto, is something that, well, after I wrote it, it it didn't matter what problems I was going through. Your relationship may break down, your health may, not be as good as it should be, or something like this. Something will always eject you out of your comfort zone. And when you have your manifesto, it's like your vision is clear. You have a clear path to go to, even when the things around you is crumbling down. And like we're noticing right now, the world is really crumbling down. And what's happening is the universe really is conspiring to have you, it's ejecting you out of where you are right now and moving you forward towards your vision and the fulfillment of your soul, what it came here to do. So your vision will find its way to birth through you. So that's why it's here, right? And if you're here in Vanessa's group, chances are, I think it's safe to say that there's a part of you that wants to know your soul vision. And I'm sure you've also heard what is seeking you. What you're seeking is also seeking you. And so that's the beauty of the vision. It's your vision, but you're also the manifester, and you're also the miracle that makes it all happen. It's so beautiful. So manifesto, when you declare something, when you utter a word, when you can articulate this larger vision that is bigger than yourself, it's you get pulled to that place that is bigger than pain. You get pulled to that place of potentialities that's bigger than you can even imagine. It's beyond your imagination. You can never. It's something the mind alone cannot comprehend. It's so big, and yet you can see it. All of a sudden, you are walking into the synchronicity of possibilities and potentialities, and walking away. Opting out of the world that's governed by lack, fear, shame, blame, judgment, etc. Right? So creating your manifesto is like opting out of the struggle into world of ease and grace and possibilities and highest potentialities. So it's really opening you up to more of you, to your soul power, the unfolding of more and more and more and more of you. It's infinity. So I can't believe I don't have my own manifesto up, but it's like you start with statements like, my vision for the future is, and then complete that sentence, and just let your imagination and the resonance too, just you tap into the resonance rather than what it should look like according to the mind, according to the brain, right? No, that go deeper. What is it that you want to create? What do you want to experience? What is your vision? What is it that your heart aches for, that you want to see in the world? What is your vision for a better world, for a better future? Or you can start with a statement that says, I believe, then fill in the blank. I believe that blank. Or what I want most is. So really learn or really bring in the yearning or the longing for something that you want to create. This is your soul vision. It's deep inside of you. It's not up here. It's deep in your heart, and even deeper in your heart. It's the soul level. And you can also ask, the vision comes from, and my manifesto was like, my vision came from the pain that I went through. And because I didn't want other people to experience that kind of pain, my vision is the opposite of what I experienced in life. And so on and so forth. So I hope that was illuminating for you. It's really it's disorienting without Vanessa in here, but I think we got it good. If you enjoyed this activation, again, the activation is not something I do for you. You have to put in the work yourself, and don't take anything of what I said. You need to try it for yourself. And all I'm doing is really sharing with you my own experience in the hopes that something resonates with you, and that something triggers you, activates you into action to find the more of who you are as a soul powered leader and change maker. Okay, so if you enjoy this kind of conversation, I'm having a soul powered training for soul powered leaders March 11. It's titled Holy Fire, a New Kind of Leadership. So we're going to have more of this conversation. And, if you're wondering what we can do, if you're wondering how to start, and so on and so forth, it's really just a new conversation away from the old world, opting out of the old world, and really creating the new world that you and I are born to do. All right? Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Vanessa, again for this opportunity to be here in your group. I'm going to be dropping some links at. I love you. I'm going to be dropping links at the comments, and I want to hear how you activate your soul vision, so that no matter what's happening in the outside world, you are certain, you have that absolute certainty already inside of you to bring forth your mission, to light up your fire. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.